Honey. It's sweet, it's sticky, and it's a bigger deal than you might think. Across America, hardworking beekeepers produce this liquid gold. But here's the thing, they rely on buyers. And for a long time, China was a huge customer. They couldn't get enough of the good stuff. American honey farmers were doing all right, shipping their product overseas and keeping their businesses buzzing. But then things changed. Enter the trade war. Suddenly, selling honey to China wasn't so easy or profitable. Tariffs, those pesky taxes on imported goods, got slapped onto American honey. And just like that, the price of doing business with China went way up. Meet a honey farmer from North Dakota. We'll call him Bob. Bob worked hard his whole life building a successful honey operation. He voted for Trump, 3 times in fact. He believed in the promises of a better economy, a stronger America. But for Bob, those promises turned bitter, like a spoonful of off-brand honey substitute. You see, Bob sold most of his honey to a packer who then exported it to China. When the trade war hit and those tariffs kicked in, demand for American honey from China plummeted. The packer had to lower prices, and that meant Bob was getting paid less for his hard work. A lot less. Bob's story isn't unique. Across America, honey farmers felt the sting. Remember how China was a big buyer? Well, when they stopped buying because of those tariffs, American honey started piling up. It's simple supply and demand, folks. Too much honey, not enough buyers. Prices crashed harder than a beehive in a windstorm. Bob figures he's out about $150,000. That's money he could have used to invest in his business, support his family, maybe even buy a new pair of beekeeping coveralls. Instead, he's left with a bad taste in his mouth and a whole lot of unsold honey. The honey market is just one example of how trade wars can have unintended consequences. When countries slap tariffs on each other's goods, it disrupts the flow of products and hurts businesses on both sides. It's like 2 kids fighting over a toy and ending up breaking it. No one wins. Trade relationships are complicated, but one thing's for sure. When they break down, everyone gets stung.